I wanted to welcome everybody here and acknowledge the reason we're here. For those of you who I have not met, Mark Wagner, very happy to be here. Hopefully, if I have not met you, thank you for that, by the way. If I have not met you, hopefully we can take this opportunity after we go through a little bit of this program to get to know one another. But first and foremost, I am extremely ecstatic to be here and to join this amazing team, and look forward to working with each of you, obviously, in a more in-depth basis as we go forward. But I don't want to take this time to speak about me, because that's absolutely 100% not the reason we're here. We're here to celebrate and talk about some of the amazing things that have been done here and some of the people who help execute those on a daily basis, and to recognize them. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to recognize all of the all-stars first and foremost, and then we're going to speak. Marcos is going to speak a little bit about some of the folks who have some anniversaries that are milestones, so we can celebrate them as well. And then, of course, the rest of the afternoon is to socialize and enjoy the wonderful food and beverage here that we have to offer. So first and foremost, thank you very much for attending. And those of you who are here as guests, welcome, and thank you for joining us this afternoon too. We appreciate everybody's attendance. So I won't take any more time with just the quick address, but let's start speaking to the real reason that we're here, if you don't mind. And what we'd like to do is I'm going to ask the manager to come up here, and they're going to speak on behalf of the people who've been awarded All-Star awards for the month. And so I'd like to ask Kristen Steyer to come up, and Kristen is going to recognize, oh, you can clap for Kristen. Kristen's going to recognize Austin Braun, Amaris Asporo, and Patrick Archer. So if they could please come up here as well. Congratulations. And I'll turn it over to Kristen. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So first of all, congratulations to Patrick, Amadis, and Austin. I just have a couple notes for each of our team members here in regards to just how wonderful they are. So I'll start in order right here. Patrick, perfect. You're first. So nice job. So a couple. Yes. Way too crowded. All right, so a couple key words to describe Patrick, especially within this last quarter, which is why we nominated him. Cooperation, integrity, and follow-through. A couple reasons why I chose those words. First of all, Patrick is our PM controller, as you all know, and he's been at the front desk as a staple for more than a few years. You know, you've been through quite a few FOMs, AFOMs. A lot of people have learned firsthand from Patrick how to run the PM shift at the front office, which for all of our AFOMs out there who have been promoted recently, you understand how difficult that is to run the PM shift, Ashley. So Patrick is always a staple and always able to teach that. So Carolina was recently promoted to assistant front office manager within the last quarter, and so Patrick has been there for her for quite a few more difficult, challenging nights. One to bring up in particular, I don't know who's seen the picture of the night that we picked up. I think it was 400 to 500 rooms within about 2 to 3 hours. Who's seen that picture? Anyone seen it? Okay, it looked like Disney World. All the lines were wrapping everywhere, and Patrick and Carolina were on staff that night running the hotel and welcoming all those guests in. And so those phones were off the hook. Patrick was able to answer all those different questions, direct the guests here for all those stranded flights, and make sure their experience was memorable and lasting and a great one here, whereas all the airports were shut down and all the flights were canceled. So thank you, Patrick, for working those long hours, for working till 1 or 2 in the morning. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for training me when I first got here as a PM AFOM. I don't know if anyone's remembered that, but about 2.5 years ago, Patrick trained me when I first got here too. So thank you for Patrick. So congratulations. And thank you. All right. Next, we're going to talk about Austin. And Austin, what I kind of described as you for your 3 words: fun, curiosity, and always willing to take on that extra task, help out with that extra thing. I don't know if anyone knows this, but Austin started as a concierge originally. Austin is very unique in his growth with us here at the front office, because he's one of the only ones who has worked, I think the only one, who's worked concierge, overnight, PBX, host, Regency Club. So he has mastered all 5 of those roles, and then he'll also be soon trained as control, which is huge because Austin's the only person that has been able to do that so far. So really, he's a jack of all trades. He's a Swiss Army knife. We can have him help out in different roles and maybe work 3 different spots all in one night. So I think that's huge. And then along with that, Austin's always wanting to learn more. It's not enough that he's got 5 different spots that he knows. He wants to learn more and actively seeks out Patrick's help, whoever's on PM control, to say, hey, how do you do this? How can I do this? How can I be more valuable and help out? So that is huge in itself. Also, your ability to relate to guests is amazing. Austin can go up to any single person, any one of us, and any one of the guests and be able to connect with them within like 5 to 15 seconds. It is absolutely awesome that you can do that. And it's really impressive. So thank you for being such a staple to our team, Austin. We appreciate it. And then Amadis. So for you, Amadis, honesty, work ethic, and integrity are huge. You are not feeling the best right now, and you are here, and you are 110%, and that is what you give every single day at this desk, and that's one of the reasons why we chose you for All-Star. Amadis was recently trained in control as well, and she's been mastering that position really well. You are always on point. It's just amazing that every single day you will come in and give that 110% effort, and everybody can ask you questions. There can be 10 different things going on, but you are just so calculated in your responses and so poised. And I looked to you a lot, and I was like, okay, Amadis has it under control 100% as I'm the manager, and I was like, okay, it's going to be good. It's going to be fine. She's got this. And so I'm just so proud of your growth within the last quarter, especially when you learn control. And you just are always here, and you're always so reliable. So thank you for always being that person that I can count on the AM shifts. So we really appreciate all your hard work. So thank you. Okay. Nice job. We're going to get a picture. Everyone together. Are we doing
I think you're doing individual.
Oh, individual. I'm so sorry. I don't know the program. My apologies.
I just wanted to point out that all of our award recipients today receive a certificate, and then over here on the table we have the new Hyatt swag jacket, so feel free to stop by the table over here and pick out your size, okay?
Perfect.
And Lauren, you are going right under the air vent, please.
Okay. All right. I get it now. Okay, everybody together? Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. All three? Well, we do all three. Okay, sure.
Good job.
So there's one thing we didn't speak to that I was reminded of just a moment ago, and it's probably not common knowledge, but we did want to recognize, for those of you who don't know, Kristen has been promoted. She will be here for a little bit longer, so you have plenty of time to say your goodbyes. But I know I've only been here for a week and a half, but I understand and know the tremendous job that you've done since you've been here, and want to recognize you and thank you for everything you've done here and congratulate you on the new opportunity. So thank you very much. She's actually heading up to Minnesota where it's warmer, so. Next, we wanted to speak to housekeeping. I know. I heard you bow out a moment ago. Anna's going to come up and speak on behalf of Roberto Cuevas Jr. and Gloria Orduña. So thank you so much. Come on up. All yours.
Roberto didn't come, so he's fired tomorrow. But come here. So Gloria Orduña has been with Hyatt Regency O'Hare for over 12 years. So we thank her for her service. She always has a smile. She laughs at all of my jokes, which is why she's standing up here today. But she always has a smile on her face. She always does what's necessary and always goes above and beyond for the guests. I inspect her rooms and they're clean, which is always a plus. So we thank you for everything. I'm not going to speak as long as Kristen, but we thank you, Gloria. So, and that's all we can ask. So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Do we have to pose?
Move away from the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
We're good. Move my mouth.
Nothing like taking a picture with the audience staring at you. Oh, okay. This is Tony. So, I've been warned. We're gonna have Tony come speak on engineering's behalf, and Tony's going to be recognizing Hector Garcia and David Morey. But we need to let you know that the clock is on. Yes.
No. These are my notes from something else. No. So Dave Morey. Everybody know Dave Morey? Have you seen him around?
For the film.
So Dave Morey, I discovered Dave Morey when I worked at the Hyatt Regency Woodfield. He was a contractor. He worked for a painting contractor. So he did a lot of work at Woodfield for me. I got to know him well, so I stole him when I came to O'Hare. Called him up, offered him the job. Okay, and guess what? He's been here for how long? 21 years. 21 years. So somebody mentioned the word, a jack of all trades. So this guy, okay, could do anything. Carpentry, tile work, painting, wall covering, guest calls, plumbing, electrical. He is the jack of all trades. I couldn't be any more luckier to have him on my day crew. He is a master painter, a master wall covering. Everything you see he touches, he can make a piece of wood look pristine, even though it's a piece of garbage. You know what I mean? So incredible. I'm so happy to have him on my team. Thank you, Dave, for all the work you do for me. Another jack of all trades. But this guy, I didn't steal him. I inherited him. He came from security. And the reason why he's so close to me, to my heart, is because he came from security. He worked with my father in security, believe it or not. And guess where I came from? Security. Security. So what the hell, right? Security has a lot of good people. My dad, me, and so another jack of all trades. Carpentry, electrical, plumbing, no wall cover, but painting. He does the 4 to 12 shift. I pile it on. Huh? Do I pile it on? Yeah. All the projects that we didn't get done during the day goes to the night crew. And guess what? He gets it all done. I couldn't be any happier. Hector's a monumental, good person, hard worker. He does it all. So, H, thank you. One last thing. He's a Marine. All right.
Let's get your photo, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, move this way though.
Tony, this way.
Like towards Marco. Keep going, Kimber. Keep going. Keep going? Keep going. Oh, it's better.
Over the side. Where's the end?
1, 2, 3. Keep going, Sophia.
There you go. Congratulations, guys.
We are going to move on to food and beverage. And Ashley Marsh, where's Ashley? Right here, is going to be speaking on behalf of Carlos Valencia. And are you going to speak too? Only Carlos. Okay. So, take it away.
All right. Yeah, I got to lower a little bit. All right. So I am delighted to have the opportunity to brag about our master barista, Carlos. I'm sure you all have seen him down in Perks. So Carlos takes ownership of Perks when he's on shift, and he goes out of his way to respond compassionately to any guest concern that comes his way. He takes great pride in the service that he provides, and he never will let a guest have a sandwich that is not cut diagonally. It is. He says, life advice from Carlos Valencia: if he doesn't cut your sandwich diagonally, ladies, he ain't good enough for you. That is what I have learned from Carlos. So, as a new food and beverage manager, I knew nothing about making coffee or how to cut diagonally or anything like that. So Carlos has taught me how to make lattes, macchiatos, you name it, he's there for me. So I definitely appreciate that. Still, sometimes when I get a guest who needs a triple shot dusting of Splenda, I'm like, yeah, absolutely, Carlos will take you right down here. So nice to know that Carlos always has our back. He's the go-to guy for the rest of the Perks team as well. Anytime that they have any questions or just get a little bit, slammed or anything, Carlos is always there to assist. He's really stepped up as a team leader, and he's somebody that management can truly rely on and count on. We can't thank you enough for keeping us laughing every morning. I come in 5:30, half dead. Carlos has the shots ready. We do shots every morning. Not the kind of shots that'll get us fired, but still shots. So just thank you for keeping us laughing and taking care of your team and all of our guests every morning. We appreciate you.
Okay, now Ebony from stewarding is going to recognize Augustina Castillo as well as Hakeem Rashid. Where is Ebony? Is Ebony here?
Okay, so I always try and find whatever opportunities I can to do a little bit of educating. So for me, stewarding, for me, my opinion only, stewarding is definitely part of the backbone of the house. I try to always let my guys know if you feel like, oh, I don't need to go in today, oh, they'll be okay without me. No, we will not. We win, we lose together. We rise, we fall together. And these two people next to me are part of the team that I am fortunate enough to have that allows us to have all those wins every day that our former GM talked about, right? So, Augustina, what can I say? Okay, you guys have worked with her longer than I have. She's part of a dynamic duo. Her wonderful husband, of course, Pepito. Augustina is one of those people, if someone needs something done, hey, can you get my cooler cleaned out? Yeah, let me see who's working. Is Augustina here? Augustina's here. Can you have Augustina do my cooler for me? Yeah, Augustina, no problem. And now both of them, Hakeem, who's been with us now almost a couple years, we're so happy to have him here. He's a great, great, great addition to the stewarding team. We're so happy to have him. And now Augustina and Hakeem have a little rivalry going on. I don't know that they know they do, but they do. Because when O needs a busser or a buffet attendant, let me look at my schedule and see who I have. Augustina or Hakeem? So you guys have a little rivalry going. I don't know if you know. That's who they look for, Augustina or Hakeem. Without them, and they're definite, both of them, attention to detail, passion for what they do, hard work, and work ethic, stewarding would be lost without both of you. It is my pleasure, and I am so grateful to have both of you working with me in everything that we do. Augustina and Hakeem.
Get in there.
Nice job. Should also nominate him for cleanest locker.
Cleanest locker. Okay. Kelly is going to come up and recognize Amanda from events. So congratulations, Amanda.
Brianna, where are you? Brianna? Come on up, Brianna. I won't make you speak. Woo! So, everybody, this is Brianna. She's back from maternity leave. FYI, she had another baby. So anyway, the reason why we're here, Amanda, who I adore, I absolutely adore her. Couple of things. Brianna went and had this baby, selfishly. She went out, and Amanda, she was, not new in her position, but she hadn't been in her position for that long. She really stepped up. We have her, we have Sylvia, who's kind of on a limited schedule, and then we hired an intern to kind of supplement while Brianna was gone. And this gal right here totally stepped up. She basically took on the role of the event concierge manager. She managed all the women in my department, which is about 20, and all of them have about 20 personalities apiece, right? So, just kidding, ladies. Deb, maybe 25. Just kidding. So, but she has done an amazing job. She works with operations. She works with events. She manages our customers. She has grown in her position so much, and I see her moving up and excelling in events. And she brought her mom today, and I just think that's awesome. And I think I can speak for the whole events team, woohoo, that she's been amazing, and she's really the glue that kept the department together when Brianna was gone. So thank you, Amanda. You're wonderful.
Scooch. Good job, Amanda.
Now we're going to move into the sales arena, and Brianna is going to speak on behalf and recognize Kelly Ruffer.
Sharon and Tom.
I'm not Brianna. Brianna had a site, so Tom and I
Oh,
are
okay.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about Kelly. Kelly is the administrative assistant for Tom, I, and Brianna, who's on a site. I just remember when I first met Kelly, when she first started, my first impression was, wow, she is so sweet and innocent. As it turns out, she is very, very, very sweet. I don't know about innocent, but that's none of my business. But Kelly is the person in our office that makes sure, like, everyone has someone to go to lunch with. You know, you're a new person. You're not just sitting there by yourself and going to lunch by yourself. So she makes sure everyone has someone to go to lunch with. She also kind of is a sounding board. People talk to her. She doesn't criticize. She doesn't judge people. She listens, lends an ear, and kind of gives her advice without being judgmental. She also takes that sweetness out onto the floor. She's not the person you see walking around the hotel with their head in their iPhone, checking their Facebook updates. She's got her head up, and many times she's always helping out guests that look lost, or just saying hi. So great job on that, especially. And actually in the office too, with our clients, that my guests or my clients, Tom's clients I know, and Brianna's, they'll call and we'll get feedback. Kelly's so sweet. She's so nice. And then we're like, yeah, she is, but we're not, so sorry. Kelly also is very, one of her other attributes that she's very good at is follow through and like timeliness, time management. We give Kelly, all of us, 3 of us are giving her different projects, and she starts at the beginning of the day. She's like, okay, this is what I got to get done. This is how I got to prioritize it. And 9 3/4 times out of 10, we've got our stuff back in like an hour to get those contracts out to the clients, so they're signed, we're booked, we're done. So those are my sweet Kelly thoughts.
I think beyond being sweet is Kelly's really good at her job, and without her being so well, Sharon, myself, and Bree, we wouldn't be successful. I had the opportunity to be an elite performer, and I would say Kelly is a direct reason for that, because without her managing me, I wouldn't be able to work with my clients so well. And honestly, I think that's where it comes down to and why she's here today. And I think she has a lot of growth ahead of her, and I think she's going to be great as a sales manager and beyond.
Good job, everybody.
Okay. Is it? Oh, that is it.
One more.
No. So now I'm going to ask Courtney to come up here from sales also, and we're going to recognize Maddie right now. So thank you very much. Enjoy.
Perfect. Hello. So Maddie here is an administrative assistant as well, and she is the manager for me, Melissa, as well as Julia. And she is actually celebrating her 1-year Hyatt anniversary this month again. And the year's been fast, but it's been good. And the thing that I'm most grateful for, and one of the reasons was nominated, was when I made the transition from admin to manager, I couldn't let go. Like, I still had to do everything. And then when Maddie came, she really helped me. I'll do that. So I've been able to really focus on my stuff and watch her grow and help her. And then also, Julie couldn't be here today, but she just wanted to let you know how grateful she is. She's been out of the office a lot traveling for different things, and she knows you have her back 100% while she's out of the office. She says you're her right hand, and it's really comforting to know when you are out of the office as a manager that your admin is able to step into your place and cover everything for you. So thank you so much.
Maddie, you are the best. I don't know what else to say. Anything that I ask her to do, she's always willing to help, always willing to learn. And I've been here 4 months, so a lot of the times I'll come to her and be like, hey, do you know how to do this? How is this normally done? So she's been helpful to me, and I was recently out for 12 days for my wedding, and I came back and I expected just mass chaos, and it was seamless. It was like I never left, so I couldn't have done it without her, so thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, there's a few individuals that weren't able to join us today that we wanted to recognize, even though they're not in attendance. From the housekeeping department, another recipient of this award is Irma Torres de Palacios. So we want to recognize her. So even though she's not here, thank you. From O, we wanted to recognize Vinnie Robertson, and from Perks, also in food and beverage, Jesus Garcia. So please congratulate them when you see them next. And 2 others from finance, Jessica Gilbert, as well as from transportation, Alex Gioni. So thank you to them too. So please congratulate them when you see them. And thank you and congratulations once again to everybody who's won today. It's an honor to be able to be part of this and to present these awards because it's something that we value and cherish, and obviously the reason we're all here. So again, heartfelt thanks to everything that you do every day and for receiving this recognition. It's extremely important to all of us, and we thank you. So thank you again. And then one more piece of, or one more topic to discuss. Marco is going to recognize a few of us around the room who've got the milestones of anniversaries that we spoke to earlier. So thank you so much.
So for those of you that did win an All-Star, please remember to pick up your Hyatt jacket, your Hyatt swag over here. I also wanted to thank you all for setting an example for everybody else in the hotel. We have a lot of new hires here, and you all set a standard that they can look up to and learn from. Also, by winning this award, you're eligible for the Employee of the Year award, which will be announced at the end of the year. And remember, that includes an extra week's vacation, 2 paid round-trip tickets anywhere in the United States or Caribbean, a free hotel. You get a $350 food and beverage credit at that hotel. You get $500 in spending money, and you know where you can start lobbying, right at my desk and in Mr. Wagner's office. So cash payments, large bills only. All right, so we did want to recognize some of the milestone anniversaries. I know some of you all are here, and you probably already received your packets. So 5 years of service at the hotel. Angel Martinez, Jackie Lopez from Red, and I'm going to point out people that I know are here. Colleen from Events, 5 years. Mark Bell, Patty Castaneda in housekeeping. Nicole Fry, congratulations. I saw Charlesy and her daughter here. Charlesy, 5 years. Congratulations in the back. Rick from culinary. Somebody I personally hired while recruiting on the road, Heather Murphy. Congratulations. Megan Miro from sales, 5 years. Moving on to 10 years, a full decade with Hyatt. Beth Telemontes. Alan Kaplan. Is Alan here from transportation? Alan, 10 years. George from Red Bar. Daniel from stewarding. Nicole Lopez. Nancy Lagunas is here from engineering, 10 years. 15 years. Another person I personally hired as an intern 15 years ago, Sherry Pearlstein. The Pearl. Xavier, congratulations. 15 years of service in banquets. If you see Sal Hernandez from culinary, we got 20 years of service. Wow. All right. Alberta Bahena from banquets. George from event floor. Where are you, George? She's here. Here, right in front of me. 20 years. And George's daughter. 20 years. Are you 20 years? Are you 20 years old? Were you born when your dad started here? No? Okay. All right. And we also have Jesus Carmona, 20 years. I think Jesus is here as well, right? Over there. Congratulations, Jesus. Man, 30 years of service. Manuel Tenemaza from O, Jose Lopez from banquets, and Jose Alvarez from stewarding, all 30 years. This hotel's been around a long time. We have 35-year employees at this hotel. I was born when these people started. All right, Lino from Event Services. Francisco, 35 years. Congratulations. Next one, I want the Purdue shirt that you have. Next time. All right. 40 years of service, guys. He's Augustine Martinez from culinary. And we actually have somebody that's been at this hotel for 45 years. Who is it? Not Rich. Tony? Not Tony. It seems like it, though. Who? Ricky? Close to Ricky. Jimmy K from banquets, banquet captain. So if you see Jimmy, congratulate him. But I think it just says a lot about the environment here and the great job that you all do. So thank you all very much for your service. We'd like to get all the All-Stars up here for a group photo. Other than that, please enjoy food and beverage and mingling and socialization.